when you want to watch the latest anime, but you're broke, the key ingredient is crime.
The secret ingredient is crime.
Okay, Mr. Tomato Whirl.
Yes.
Here is the keyboard and mouse back.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Exactly.
But all the nice things here are mine.
Fair enough.
This is why you can't have nice things.
But I do.
But it's also why he has nice things.
Let's make sure it's working. Let's go to...
Are we live?
We almost about to be.
We are live right now.
What's up, peoples of the internet?
Major bro moment.
Major bruh moment. I'm sure viewers are going to enjoy that. That was a beautiful speech.
Bravo.
Next communist leader right here, boys.
Okily dokily, boys. Here we go. So.
Right here, boys.
Okily dokily, boys.
What?
Why did the music stop?
Because I have the stream open. 1 second.
Major bro moment.
Copy link.
Major bruh moment.
All right. Let's just draw a happy... Oh, Jesus. Oh, jeez. This lag here is like...
I'm sorry, but you're not going to be doing it like constantly. Like if you want to go over to my desk real quick, Alex.
Yes.
It's wireless. Just take it with you.
Yes. Yes.
Can we get an F in the chat for Nick's character sheet?
Oh yeah, so
Why
Mr.
don't you
Tomato Will.
show the viewers how that turned out when you tried to print it out.
It's empty.
completely blank. I took the time and wrote mine out by hand.
I printed off the rough information of mine.
I could probably rewrite mine with the info here.
I mean, do you need a pencil?
Yeah, I'm gonna need a pencil.
Okay, because I got like...
Can I borrow a pencil as well, please? I know I'm at my own house, but I normally just type everything up,
Look,
so...
I have my college stuff in this backpack, so I've got like just this big case of pencils. And if we need Sharpies, got Sharpies for days. You get a purple.
Thank you.
You're special, Nick.
Purple's a good color.
Purple is a good color.
Purple is the color. Like, not gonna lie, it is the color.
It's basically the combination of the best colors, red and blue.
Now, I mean, I could argue that black or the void of color is the best color, but
How about white, which is all the colors mixed together?
And that makes you...
that is true, actually. White actually would be the best color because it's every color.
Yeah.
Would that mean that white's the gayest color?
Yes.
Also true, yes.
Also accurate. Okay, so...
Hey, glad to see the musky bot still working.
Musky bot.
Muskbot.
Oh, musky husky.
See, it's still working.
Muxy.
What bot is this?
Muxky bot in our Discord. It automatically notifies people when I go live on Twitch.
I see.
Oh, okay. Had to just slam down.
Can I do a
my
little
seat.
self-promo?
Go ahead, you're here.
YouTube channel, Phantom 8 Productions. You're not going to see anything there because I deleted all my cringy Minecraft videos that I made when I was 15.
You should have kept him up as a badge of honor.
Let's be honest, once it's on the internet, it's never really gone. So I'm sure if you really, really want to find them, you can find them.
I'm deaf again.
You're deaf again.
In the right ear.
I'm sorry.
There we go. I can hear. Oh, god damn it.
Does it keep going deaf?
Yes.
Is that better?
Yes. Move your hand. There we go. Okily dokily, boys. You're in... Yes. Alright. So, for those of you who are uninitiated onto the background of Waterworld, which is 2 of you,
It's a world of water.
close.
I'm going to make that assumption right away.
Close, but no. It was a normal world at one point, but then the gods are like, you know what? This place sucks. Let's add water to that shit. And so everything was flooded. The end. It's actually not the end. Followers of specific gods got blessed and changed. Those who followed the god of the air assumed the form of birds.
Right here.
Yeah, we assumed the form of birds, going from anywhere from just a person with wings to straight up Aarakocra. People who followed the god of the ocean ended up becoming merfolk. Everyone else basically stayed the same. That's it. And now most of humanity now lives on floating scrap barges and islands that they made themselves otherwise on the tops of what were mountains are now just islands. Merfolk live in their own society under the sea.
That's pretty legit.
So now, for whatever reason, you're in this let's say cozy tavern. Smells of roast fish, sea salt, and just a little hint of BO from the factory workers that reside on this little scrap barge. All find yourselves, for whatever reason, sitting at Find yourself sitting at the large table. Why don't we introduce ourselves to our new teammates?
Go ahead and start.
My name is Thardrill, and I tell the best stories this side of the Great Sea.
My name is Kiro. I am the tamer of dragons.
Hello, God. Okay, I'll introduce myself. Hello. I don't know what my name. No, I don't actually know what my character's name is.
Yes.
Maybe you should get it together there, mate.
God told me that I shouldn't right now. What do I do? God, please. Let me find a name.
He calls out to the gods, but they don't answer.
No, his answer's him.
Mine is in my head.
Yeah.
Oh. I see.
Yes.
My name is Keek.
Keek?
That's what I will go with.
Okay.
Sounds like a woman's name.
I'm just... different cultures, you know? God told me to have that name.
Well, did he want you to swing both sides? Because that sounds like a woman's name if I've ever heard one.
Yes, God is very adamant about being open.
I see him.
Have you heard the word of God?
I am sure at some point in my life I've heard it. I'm sure I've even spoken it to some.
He wants us, you know. Yeah, he has us for his grand plan.
I think you could use a shot of whiskey there, mate.
Yes, please. God commands.
Get this man his whiskey. His God commands it.
One of the merfolk running the tavern as he stands behind his little stand right there. Stands back there. He acknowledges the order of whiskey, and a waitress similar in race to our little prophet here, similar in race brings him his 3 fingers of whiskey. Sets it on the table in front of you and gives you a little wink.
Thank you, I needed that.
Neat. She nods and goes back to serving other people drinks and taking others' orders.
I won't be having any alcohol tonight myself. I do my best storytelling sober.
The shark man grumbles in his more throaty tone.
You're the one that got hired to tell the stories tonight and entered live entertainment and all that.
Ah, yes, that is right.
Get storytelling, story boy.
So, once upon a time, a long time in the Great Sea, there was a mate. His name was Chadikis. And he...
Roll your 20-sided die there, bucko. Performance roll.
Performance roll. A 1.
Oh, great way to start off the session.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
So that's
First natural one of the night.
a 1 plus a 9 for performance.
Can I give him the help action and play some music to help, get his story in the mood?
So you're gonna add it to his. Oh yeah, just go for it.
That's a 19
All right.
plus performance. Oh, we're good.
So
I have a
With
plus
y-
9 in performance.
with your now musical accompaniment, you're able to salvage the story from a tale of the ugliest barmaid to now the tale of the best innkeep that you've ever met.
Maybe not one of my best stories.
You got one of the guys in there saying, "You can say that again."
Maybe I should have had a bit of scotch before.
The innkeep's he's kind of just leaning on his little table there, waiting for you to continue your little story.
So, this man, Chadicus, he, was very good with the women, you see. He, would often take them back to his house, but, they were never seen again after he'd take them back to his house. And eventually he started taking the menfolk wives of this village. And, they didn't appreciate that very much when their wives would go to his house and never come back. They were wondering what was going on. And that's when they found a graveyard in his backyard. You see, he was getting drunk and killing them as they slept in his house. And put a knife right into their heart. And you see, these men, they banded together and decided to castrate him.
Ooh.
And that's what they did, but good old Chadicus fought back for fear of his own genitals being cut off.
The Chadicus versus the Virgin Villagers.
I love it.
And ultimately, Chadicus won. You see, he used nothing but his bare fists and a stick that resembled a broadsword somewhat. You see, every time they took a swing at him, they missed, and nobody could understand why, but it was Chadicus's manly charm that they were charmed by. You see, the villagers didn't know this yet, but they swung both ways, and they couldn't come to bring themselves to harm Chadicus with his long flowing blonde hair. Looked a bit like one of the gods. But he beat them with just a stick that resembled a broadsword. He just simply whacked them over the head really hard until they fell dead. Killed the entire village and moved on.
Oh God.
Went on with his ways of taking the men's folk wives and killing them, and then the men folk would come after him and find that they couldn't harm this beautiful man. And one day Chadicus died. He contracted a disease from one of his conquests, and it ravaged his body and killed him. And let's just say there was no big ceremony for Chadicus's death, as many of the menfolk were relieved that he would no longer be taking their wives. And that is the story of Chadicus. I thank you very much.
You get a few people coming up. They're dropping their silver doubloons into your little bag that you've got set beside the table for tips.
Yes, thank you very much.
But as most people return to take their seats, you hear a loud bang as one of the villages. Whoops! It's one of the villages, or it's one of the scrap barges. Guards comes bursting into the tavern, almost looking like he's seen a ghost, but he has not in fact seen a ghost. He's seen an undead. And not just any undead, an undead merfolk with a large iron hook. Now, There have been stories circulating around most trade ports that a very particular lich, a merfolk lich, has risen once again from the depths and seeks to sink all of what remains above the water into the sea.
Oh boy.
And oh, look at that! It looks like he's attacking here. So now he's screaming for. He comes in asking anybody with the weapons and the know-how to help fix this issue of this barge being sunk.
I think that's us. I think we're up.
My lord commands me to destroy such unholy abominations.
Aye, what are you going on about, mate?
The undead. Did you not hear him?
He's gonna catch his breath and kind of stand at your table. You three look like you can hold your own. We need your help.
I'll rise up and start walking towards the door.
I'm going to follow suit.
I shall follow as well.
So as you exit, the night is lit up by this very odd light coming from underneath the barge itself. And let me just, we got the.
As Kiro is going to walk outside, you're going to hear go, and then keep on running.
Because we got this tavern at the edge of the barge. This tavern at the edge here. We got the all the nice little watery bits here. It's the ocean. As it's just blue squiggles. The blue squiggly ocean, they call it.
I'm loving this freehand.
Well, it's not my fault. It's acting with lag.
This is like a regular Picasso work here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Obviously. Anyway.
Anyway.
Any whore.
Anyway.
We've got, you guys have some issues here. And we'll do this color here. Set that there for a second.
If you want to take your D20 back, me and Matthias can just share.
Okay.
So I get to use the really fancy metal dice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Jeez. I put myself deaf again.
Oh, god damn it. Got that better? Can you hear?
Yes.
The chat's also right here, if you're curious. This is the live stream chat, if you guys are curious.
What's up, chat?
An F in the chat for Alex's drawing skills.
Can we get an F in the chat for our religious fanatic over here? I think he's going to be rambling on quite a bit.
Okay. So here we go.
Hey, mate, I think you need to calm down just a little bit. Just take it down a notch or through.
I shall do so.
All right.
You sound like you're a bit on edge.
Just give him a minute. Let that whiskey do its work.
All right.
I wish you to hurry up and do its job.
All right, Skater. All right, Skater boys. It's time to roll initiative. So that's going to be a 20-sided die plus your dex modifier.
20? No, that's a 2. 2 plus... Oh, so I got a 4.
Okay. I need a piece of paper.
Hey, pattern.
El papel, por favor.
Do you have paper? Or no? 'Cause if not, I have notebooks to write it.
Yes, please. I would appreciate that. No.
My initiative, we've got 11 plus 2.
13. Okay. Have you rolled your initiative yet?
No, should I use that one or one of these?
Just pick a dice. It doesn't matter.
Does it have to be D20 or which one?
It does have to be a D20. Yes.
Okay.
This awesome notebook comes all the way from New Zealand, from the lovely Heather of Sunshine and Power Cuts.
Thank you, Heather.
Yeah.
Thank
That's actually from Heather. She actually sent that to me.
Nice.
First
Pen,
blank page.
pencil.
Pencil?
Pencil.
Hit up Matthias.
Matthias, give me pencil.
Yes, I have
Many pencil.
many instruments of writing.
Are they mightier than the sword, though? That is the question.
Pen gun. Mightier than the sword gun. All right, so we got...
Pen is mightier than the sword.
Hey, Alex. Did we ever do the initiative bonus?
That's just your dex modifier.
So 3?
Yes. And so you rolled a what now?
A 4.
Matthias, what'd you roll?
An 11 plus 2.
13.
12 plus 3.
And then... Alright. Well, the zombies beat you on the initiative. So that's them little fleshy colored circles there. You know, that's just
Those 4?
an approximation of where they are, yes.
Oh, I need to roll another one. My bad.
For your,
That is a
it's a,
1 plus dex mod, so that's 1.
someone's a little late to the party.
That's okay.
Okay,
Get your sorry butthole in, mate.
that's not him.
That's not me.
Nope.
Do you remember my intro?
No.
You'll be surprised then. You're in for a good surprise.
Be able to have this more efficient next time, so we can. Actually, I could just turn this towards me, and then could do that. Oh. But then it shows up. No, it doesn't. Not really.
It's fine if it shows.
Okay.
This ain't the most professional thing ever.
Nope, it is definitely not, because I'm here. Anyways, all right. So the Zambos are gonna go first. Also, where are you guys in approximation to the Zombos?
I would be just outside the tavern door.
Oh, let me get back to the.
I would be right behind
Oh, hang on.
you.
Do this. All right, you guys are gonna be this color. All right, so just outside the tavern door, you say?
C.
Bam. And you're just behind him? You're just behind him, Matthias?
Yep.
Alright.
I'd probably be just behind them as well.
Okay. Alright. That's what we got for now then. So the Zombos are gonna go first here. Yo, hook us up with some combat music. Oh, let's see. This one's gonna move over yonder here, and it's just gonna swing that giant iron hook up, and with a nasty sounding crunch, dig it into the floor of this scrap barge. This one here, after a groan, is going to move forward, along with this one. Actually, this one's gonna be more moved over this way. And this one over here is going to be doing the same. Lift that hook up and send it down with a nasty sounding crunch right into the deck. And that's it for the Zambi's turn. It is now Nick's turn.
Alright. I'm trying to find all my spells and stuff. Wait, I'm in the back, so
Yeah. Well, you can still move ahead of them and
I will shove through them.
as your god commands.
Yes, as he commands.
Hey, watch what you got in you, zealot.
I need to kill them.
No need to be that eager to get into combat.
They're trying to kill us.
You're still too sober for combat, man.
Go back and have a drink of some scotch. That'll fix you up right good.
Yes, I very much should.
I second that motion.
So, can I use one of my psionic abilities?
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to use push on the zombie directly in front of me.
All right. And how
For-
far are you going to... What's the description on that one again?
It says 5 feet per point, and I'm going to push him with 2 side points.
So you're going to push him 10 feet back. Okay.
But it needs a strength saving throw.
Okay. It didn't pass.
Alright, on a failed save, it is 1d8 of force damage.
Alright, so you would roll that. It's the 8-sided die. It looks like this triangle thing right here.
Alright,
Have you seen these before?
7.
No, I
Okay.
have not.
They're just different spell cards.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And the back of it tells you what level it is, so it makes it easy to keep it sorted.
Nice.
Alright, that's just for my own personal reference. Okay. And is that all you're doing for your turn there?
Yes, that's all that I will do.
Where's the thing? I've lost the cursor.
It's keep going towards the screen. Just keep going. Other way.
There we go. And next turn after the Nick is Matthias.
All right. I'm going to move forward, and the one that is closest, I want to attack with my rapier.
Okay, so you roll your 20-sided die. Yep, that's the hot one. And then your attack bonus?
Was it dexterity with this one?
Yes.
Okay.
And proficiency, so it's like plus 6? No, 5.
Plus 5.
Okay, roll.
5 plus 5, so 10.
Does not hit. You miss.
Dang.
With a fancy flourish and a stab, you find that the zombie had sidestepped your move the entire time.
Hey, come back here and take the damage like a true undead.
In response to your taunt, he brings that hook off his shoulder and lands it in his other hand. He looks ready to pummel you with that thing.
I no need to be hasty to something you'll regret.
It's your turn.
How far apart are these guys, or how far away are these?
They're a general that way-ish.
How about these two here?
Which ones?
These two? The one that's taking damage, and then
About a general that amount.
how far are they from me?
Oh, from you.
20, 30, 40.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna move about here,
Where?
just so that far guy's within 30 feet of me. And then I'm gonna cast Fear on them.
All right, and that does. All right, let me read the thing.
There you go.
All right. That one fails. Oh, that one passes. One fails and one passes.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, and then that'll end my turn, and that means it's my second turn, right?
Yeah, it means it's your dragon's turn.
So off in the distance, you'll hear a of a massive winged beast coming flying in, and you'll see coming up from the sky as it roars down. It slams onto the barge and releases a massive roar. A young white dragon is now on the combat field with us.
Aye, what on God's green earth is that?
It's glorious!
It is going to look at the one. I'm guessing the one. It's the furthest one is the one that did not get feared. Correct.
That is correct, yes.
So he's gonna Lunas, the white dragon, is going to look at it, walk up to it, and kind of hit it with some claws.
Roll that damage.
Damage or roll to hit?
Roll to hit.
An 18.
That hits. Roll your damage.
Where's the D8?
It's the polyhedral. Nope, that's not it. You don't. That's the one.
Yeah.
There's the ticket.
Oh, that's 2d6. My bad. 4, 6, so 10 plus, so 14 damage.
Howie. He does not look happy, but as he's gonna get out, he's not gonna. Well, he doesn't let go of his hook. But
Okay.
he looks hurt. The other one's just gonna straight up dive back into the ocean. Straight up dive back into the ocean. And sink a few feet, out of sight, out of mind.
I end my turns.
All right. All right.
And
So
don't come back.
so that first one, it's gonna make a wisdom saving throw. What's your DC?
Let's see. My DC
Your
is
spell save DC.
yeah. It's 10 plus your charisma.
So 16.
16. Yeah.
That was a failure. A critical failure.
Ooh.
All right. The zombie has now let go of its hook. And it's gonna... This zombie was one of them shark merfolk in life, but is now dead.
Awesome.
So he's gonna come up to your dragon. See, he's not a pussy. He's not a pussy. He's gonna grapple your dragon.
Gonna try and grapple a dragon. Can it do that?
Yes, it
It's
can.
technically considered a...
It latches onto it
Okay.
while it's more doing that, and then he's gonna bite
Don't I need to make a strength saving throw?
to throw him off.
Yeah.
But it's not your turn.
Oh, my bad. I thought I could
How
resist.
big are these shark folk?
This dude's like 7 feet tall.
How big is the dragon?
It's a young dragon, so it's about the size of 3 to 4 horses.
So this thing's on its like lower neck,
Okay.
before it attaches to its body, and it's gonna deal.
Well,
It's gonna
roll to hit.
bite. It's on it.
Oh yeah. Well,
it's on
doesn't
it.
it just get advantage?
Okay, fair enough. You got me there. I rolled 2 19s.
Okay.
That hits.
Yeah, that hits.
9 damage.
Okay.
9 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Ow. That hurt. Its rotting teeth dig into your dragon's scales. Ow. That hurt. You can hear it telepathically scream. That one zombie that dived deep into the ocean's just gonna start. He's gonna do his wisdom saving throw. Didn't pass. And then this one here, he's gonna roll to attack the elf storyteller with his giant hook. That hits. You take 8 damage.
8 damage.
You feel this giant, heavy, black iron hook get just absolutely smashed against your side.
Aye, what are you doing that for?
This man's is... Told you I cursed the dice. He did. You did. Is that Bandrew?
Yeah, that's Banjo.
You did it, Bandrew. Thank you. This is Witcher music.
Yeah.
Nice. Anyways,
It fits.
it does. Fair enough. And then this zombie here is gonna abandon its hook and also come up and just... This one looks to have been a jellyfish person in life.
A great old jellyfish person.
Yep. And it's gonna cast magic missile. Because it's magic missile, and it's gonna target good old Matthias.
Why are they all picking on me?
Because you ran your mouth. You did. Twice. Anyways, magic missile automatically hits. And you're going to take, if I could... You're going to take 5 damage.
So I'm down to 11 hit points already.
Oof. 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 Anyways, that's it for the zombie's turn. It's now back to Nick's turn.
All right. I will get closer to one of the zombies attacking Matthias.
Do something cool.
Do a flip. Do.
All right. I'm going to Hammer of Inquisition him for 3 side points.
Alright, and what's the damage on that now?
The damage of it is 1d10 per side point.
Holy shit.
Should we nerf that or?
For right now, just do 1d10 and then an extra d4 per psi point used.
All right.
These are the d4, by the way.
All right. Where's the d10?
If you see mine first, you can just take one of mine.
That's wait, actually, here's a better one.
All right.
And then roll one of these along with one of these. So
Okay.
you use 3 of them, you said?
Yeah.
Here.
Oh shit, did I change? Oh, I changed.
All right.
No, I didn't.
What's that? 9, 1, 3, and I don't know what this one is. 2?
9132.
Yes.
So that's 15.
With my hammer of God, I shall smite you down.
He has turned his attention to you. He does not look happy.
Very good.
All right, and that's your turn?
That's the end.
Matthias.
All right. The one that slammed his hook into me, I am going to. Let's see. Can I use Bardic Inspiration to add to myself?
No.
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 It can
okay.
only be cast on others.
All right. Can I use a reaction?
Yes. Or to what?
Cutting words.
You'd have to do that when something else is happening.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So then I'll just roll to attack with the rapier again.
Okay. Excuse me.
So that is
Excuse
a
me.
9
Plus,
plus 5.
you're able to hit this time. Your attack connects.
All right.
And you're attacking the one that was hit you.
Yes.
Roll your d8 then.
D8. Which one is that?
The triangular one there. Yeah, that's the one.
1. These rolls are cursed.
Thanks, Bandrew. Appreciate it, bud. So this zombie's on his, looking to be on his last leg, literally, because someone cut it off. He's not looking healthy. Wasn't before, but that's okay.
He's looking a little less healthy now.
Yes, what he said. Anyways, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna look over, see that our other bard friend is in trouble,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna look at the one who, the better of the looking two,
That's still there.
that's still there, and I'm gonna cast Hold Person on him.
And your thing is what now?
16.
Well, guess what saved?
Did it save?
Yes.
That's a 15.
Yes, but it also has a modifier
Oh, okay.
of 2. Got.
Okay. Then bonus action Bardic Inspiration, the other bard.
Okay. All right, you now have an. All right, Matthias, you now have an.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you for bursting my eardrums.
Well, aside from some hair, it's fine. Oh, I see 2 extra cracks. Amazing. Yep. I'll have to replace this when I get home. Okay, that's fine.
And then that ends my turn, and now it's the dragon's turn. The dragon's gonna de-grapple this person.
Make that strength saving throw, big boy.
That is a 6 plus 4, so a 10. Still
He's still on there. He is holding on though.
What else could I do?
Crab.
I guess that'll be it for now.
Okay,
That person's still on there.
it's back to the zombies' turn. All right.
This can't be good.
All right, so the one that took its hook into the bard there. He's gonna sling it up on his shoulder, take his free arm, and he's gonna try to grapple you. You need to roll your d20 there, my friend. What you got?
19.
Oh yeah, you're able to break out of his grasp.
So I'm just kind of like
No.
Uno reverse.
Basically, yes.
Uno block card.
Uno skip turn, yes. So that's his turn. The jellyfish one's gonna run up and do the same thing.
I am bread. I use this.
To hold yourself.
Did you see that on My Funny? Those are the veteran D&D players. I am a piece of bread using Mage Hand to carry itself around.
Roll another strength check there, Matthias.
Strength, the D20.
Yes.
11.
Oh, this one gets a hold of you.
Wait,
Nah.
what? 11 plus your modifier.
0.
Oh, he has
Yeah.
a 0 strength okay.
Yes. And so, hey Nick, can you hand me my 2 D4s back?
All right. Which two were they?
The triangle-sided ones and the non-metal.
Here. Or were these two?
Let me see. Yes. These 3, yes, you got
Yeah.
it. Well, these 2 are for you guys to use. I just needed 2.
Well, me and Matthias are sharing, so
That's all you, Nick.
All right.
those are all unique.
All right, so because this jellyfish man had grabbed you with his arms as well as some of his stingers,
Come on.
2 damage.
Down to 9 hit points. I guess I'm just gonna die early on.
Yes, I'll die. And then he's gonna start dragging you to the water's edge.
Is there anything I roll to break out of that?
You would be your strength. It would be your strength at the beginning of your next turn. He's gonna be dragging you to the water's edge. At the end of the turn, the zombie in the water will make its wisdom. Finally. But anyways, that's the end of that turn. It is now Nick's turn again.
All right. Is there any way that I can charm the one who is grabbing him with my center of attention?
These creatures are immune to being charmed.
All right. In that case, I will. I will hit him with another psychic hammer.
The one grabbing...
Yes. I wish to save you, storyteller.
Alright, well, roll... So, it's your d10 plus a d4 for each
All right.
psi point used.
So this one's D10.
Yep,
And
and then the
then-
little triangular ones are d4s.
I'll go with another 3 side points. So
Alright.
that's 2, 7, and 4.
So 2, 7, and 4, so that's 13. Well, would you look at that? You just murked it.
I've saved the storyteller.
I thank ye, mate. Looks like that whiskey is finally doing its job.
It is a glorious day.
Hear Kiro from the other side of the barge go, huzzah!
Yes.
Praise be to this god of yours.
Yes, he is wonderful.
Yes. Anyways, that's the Nick. Are you going to move or is that the end of your go?
I'm going to move away from the one who is right next to me.
Fair enough. How far?
Right there is good.
Okay. What?
I realized I forgot to grab my weapons. I know what 2 weapons I get though, but I forgot
Okay.
to write them down.
Uh-oh.
It's a long bow and a long sword.
Fool. You fool. Anyways. Yeah, no, that's the end of Nick's. It's Matthias' turn now.
All right, so where am I?
You are right
Never mind, I wrote it down.
here.
No, those are proficiencies, my bad.
You're there. There's a dead jellyfish zombie right next to you.
I'm just gonna kick it and be like, "Hey, that's what you get for trying to kill me, you bastard."
Alright, you kicked something dead. Is that going to be all you're doing with your turn?
No, I'm going to turn around and roll to attack the zombie that's behind me.
I'm assuming you're going to move up closer to it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. Roll that d20 and add your mods, bro.
9 plus 5.
You hit. Roll your damage.
It was the
D8. And don't forget about your bardic inspiration die.
wait, which one is that?
That's
It's
being
an extra d6.
yeah, but you can only use it when hitting,
Oh, never
hitting or
mind.
spell modifiers.
Wait. You got it. Oh. So 6.
6.
Well, you stabbed the sharkman dead.
I get destroyed.
All right, and let's see. So he's going to drop his heavy iron hook.
You
Let's
dumb
see where if it lands. It does not land on your foot.
That's a relief.
Yep. And after that, it is now Colton's turn.
Kind of pull out my longbow, and I'm gonna pull it back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna loose it towards the zombie folk on my dragon.
Okay. Roll with disadvantage so you don't hit your dragon.
Disadvantage. I'm proficient.
Roll with advantage.
This is why
Not
we
with
can't
advantage.
have with you
Roll regularly.
with you two dropping this stuff. This is why we can't have
11.
nice things.
11. That would be
What's your
plus
proficiency?
dex. So a
3.
14.
Yeah, that hits, and you don't hit your dragon.
Awesome. What's a longbow again? Do you know off the top? Is it a 1d8 or a 1?
I believe so. It's 1d8.
That's 7 damage. No. Yes. 7 damage.
Yes. The shark falls off.
Yay.
You were able to knock it off your dragon.
Awesome.
All right, and then that's that it for your turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Dragon's turn.
Yes.
Multi-bite or multi-attack.
Bite.
Bite and claw.
What's the roll for the attack there?
That's a 3.
That misses.
God damn it.
Then the other one used multi-attack, remember?
That is a 13.
That hits.
So that would be the claw again. So another 2d6 plus 4.
Okay.
4, 5, so 9.
13.
13 damage.
With your damage, it's murked. Is
Hey.
dead. Dead. D-E-D dead. D-E-D dead. Yes.
Dead.
Yes.
Did.
Yes.
Did.
Yes.
See.
Okay.
C.
So
Just like the thing that came out of. Illuminati confirmed.
It all makes sense now.
and then
Cue X-Files theme. That is not at all what it sounds like.
all right. Back to the zombie's turn. He's basically just gonna cut his losses and dip.
Literally.
Yep. Yep.
Dip, potato chip.
Yep. All right. Congratulations, you survived the first encounter.
And don't come back, ye fishy bastard.
Congratulations, you've won the first encounter. 50 experience points for the lot of you.
Hey.
Very good.
Dude, you are speaking like so creepy with that persona. Can I
That's the point.
He's deranged.
Yes,
can I use any spells at the moment?
if you want to.
I'm gonna.
Can I use cure wounds on myself?
Okay, yeah, sure, go for it.
So heal for 1
It's touch,
d8.
not self.
He's gonna touch himself. He can touch himself. you
Okay.
know.
I didn't
So-
know if there was, because I know some spells are self and then some are touch.
Well, can you touch yourself?
I mean, you can.
Yes.
Okay.
Only 2.
Okay, well,
I'll double up on you. I'll come over and lay a hand. And you say, "Good job, man."
healing word.
Yeah, it's the same thing he cast.
Oh,
So it's a 4 then?
No, just roll it again.
good job, mate. Here's some heals.
4.
6.
6. So I go
You're-
back up to 15.
You're not dead completely
You're not dead.
Yeah.
yet. Hey, your max is 15, isn't it?
You're only mostly dead.
No, my max is 24.
Oh, right. And then Mr. Psychic Man over here didn't get touched at all.
I don't need it. I would never let those filthy
I
fish
technic-
mongrels touch me.
I technically didn't get touched either.
Well, your dragon did.
Yeah, but my dragon's a tank.
It's also not you.
Exactly.
Okay.
How many hit points does your dragon have?
133.
You allowed this?
Yes.
We did some serious nerfing.
Yes.
You can ask him.
Yes, we did.
That's serious nerfing. 133.
I can handle this. I've
Let's-
DM'd for this before.
Let's just say it had legendary resistance.
It had.
It had legendary resistance.
Which basically means,
it can just
Oh.
say no.
yeah, you want to do.
So
you wanna,
it's
like,
it's like Golden Experience Requiem. You try to attack and it's just like, no.
yes,
Exactly.
It has the power of no.
yes.
That's disgusting.
Also, it also has no legendary actions.
Yeah, we took away its legendary actions and we nerfed its recharge for its breath attack.
And what do legendary actions do?
Also,
they're pretty much like OP spells.
Just they go through.
Yep.
No matter what.
Pretty much. Yep.
Basically, yeah.
It has the power of yes and no.
Yes.
It has the power of you will never reach the truth.
Yes.
It has the power of no you.
Basically, yeah. Hey, you got you successfully casted Hold Person? No, you didn't.
You'll never reach the truth.
Anyways,
So
We could
there was some nerfing going on.
get back to some nicer, calmer music. Thank you.
Oh, let's just keep that playing.
No radio silence for us. No siree.
This will go nice into my catalog of stories that I have to choose from. The time I almost died from a shark man.
That time a shark man almost killed me.
And then a religious zealot was just back there screeching at the top of his lungs with a magical hammer.
It's what I do best.
It's, instead of that autistic screeching meme, it's religious screeching.
Religious screeching.
I love it.
Yes. Basically. Oh. And with that, you have ended the first encounter.
Excuse you, good sir.
Beautiful speech. Can we get a...
Why are we like this?
Because we have no life outside of this.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, that's
Outstanding.
absolutely
Outstanding move.
outstanding move. I'm gonna pull what's called a pro gamer move.
I'm about to pull what's called a pro gamer move.
Yes.
Do you like that? A little ASMR.
Yes.
It's free real estate.
It's for real estate.
Please don't.
Anyways, so the guard's gonna approach you. He's gonna shake your hands. Just thank you for your help, all of you. We couldn't have done it. Thank you.
Aye, so what do we get in compensation for our troubles and for me getting hit with a giant hook?
While all this is going down, Kira's gonna be over there checking out Lunas, making sure she's not too hurt, and Lunas just sitting there like, and the whole time just glaring down the guard. And I'm like, no, it's okay, just petting the dragon.
I'm gonna look over at the dragon and be like, "Ye can eat him after he gives me my money for saving his barge."
Oh, it's not my barge. I'm just hired to watch it.
Well, what do we get in compensation for our troubles?
I can give you all some money and some free rent at the inn.
Sounds like a fair deal.
Money would do nicely.
He's probably just
Aye.
creeped out at this point by you.
He says he's gonna pat himself down. Says, "Oh, I don't have it with me. I'll be right back." He's gonna scurry off
Ye
towards.
better be.
He's gonna scurry off towards one of the foundries.
Lunas's eyes never leave lock off of him as he runs away.
Okay.
You
Anyways,
you gotta remember, it is technically a chaotic neutral.
fair enough. It's edgy backstory sitting in the corner of a tavern.
It really only likes me. Everyone else it just kind of tolerates until I either say so or they fuck up. You know?
Yep.
So, am I at risk of being eaten by your dragon?
As of now, no. If you piss it off, maybe.
Perhaps.
Okay, well, I don't want to do anything to piss off the dragon.
So the guard's gonna come back. He's got a bag of stuff. He's got a small pouch of stuff. So as it turns out, the foundry has no money at the moment. But what we do have is some raw gold.
That works just fine.
He's gonna hand you a pouch of these it's a pouch of 5 2-pound gold nuggets.
5 2-pound gold nuggets.
Yeah, so
Okay.
deliberate that amongst yourselves.
I'm good with just taking one for now.
Okay, so you have one. How many do you have, Nick? How many do you want?
I'll take 2.
2? Okay, so then that leaves me with 3.
What? Eldest gets 1, you get 2, and Nick gets 2.
There's 5.
For being the math tutor, I'm pretty stupid, let's be honest.
Where do these go at?
Treasure.
Which part of the sheet would that be?
I'd have to see it.
Just equipment or
2-pound gold nug.
valuables?
Yes. Where?
Okay, that music's kind of loud.
Wait, which one of these is it?
Oh.
Oh, I'm fucking blind.
Yes.
You're purple. If I do this.
Oh, my legs. Oh my god.
Say
Damn.
something with eyes.
Yeet.
I said say something again.
E.
E7.
The Markiplier E meme.
69.
Did I put on the wrong one?
69,420.
Why is that not working?
So when's the part of this stream where we're gonna blaze it up? 420.
Whenever you provide, bucko.
Well, I ain't got none of that because I don't
Partake in the
I don't break the
in the
law.
electric lettuce.
I don't break the law.
It's legal now though.
Not here, I don't think.
Oh, not still not.
Not here, no.
You sound like one of those little screechers on Xbox Live.
Xbox. Okay, that's enough of that now. So, yep.
Yes.
He's also gonna.
Yes.
Are we done?
Possibly.
Did it come unplugged again?
Yeah.
Is it fixed?
Nah.
Is it good?
I think so. I don't know if it's muted in this ear or if it's... Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Alex,
What?
that just about blew my eardrums. Yes.
Anyways, turn that down.
No.
Bitch lasagna. Ah, you gotta pot me, you bitch. Anyways,
Can we get the blessings of
Mistara. Blessings of Mistara upon you. Anyways, the guard's gonna go another round of thanking you once again, and your rooms for the night are on the city. Or at least the barge.
I am not sleeping in the same room as the religious fanatic. I don't want to get smited with a hammer in my sleep.
Okay.
Do not worry. There will be no hammering going on. I can assure you that.
Only pounding.
Let's not. I'd like to sleep in my bed by myself. Not have any intruders there.
Oh, you don't want to cuddle with the dragon?
I'll take my chances alone.
And as you all retreat from the ink Black Knight back into the warmth of the tavern, the innkeeper himself welcomes you all in with a nice warm mug of ale.
Aye, thank ye.
Thank you
for saving my tavern in the barge and the ship.
Grumble, grumble.
Grumble, grumble. I like meat. Grumble, grumble.
If you break my pencil, you're gonna have to pay for it.
I'll buy you a really nice mechanical pencil if I break it.
Ergo, in any case. What?
There's also
None?
there's also a rent fee for those pencils.
I'm letting you use my die.
Okay, so then fair enough for you, but what about you two?
Well,
I'm your ride home.
Okay, what about you?
I'm broke. Do you want some negative money?
Would you like some debt? Would you like some of my debt?
I'm sorry, I can't offer that.
I can't allow it. Straight up, let's square go like. Anyways.
So Kira's gonna call it early and retreat to her bed early.
Retreat to the stables.
No, she's gonna take a room.
Okay. Fair enough. Grumble, grumble. The night passes without much incident. You're all able now have the benefits of a long rest. So you can,
Full HPs.
yes, you can restore your health to full. You regain your psi points and your bardic inspiration die. Regained and reflamed. What's the matter with you?
I'm popping more than a bowl of Rice Krispie cereal.
We're flamed like you flame in League, Alex.
Well, that's not something we should discuss on. That is not something we should discuss on live.
We're talking about a pro flamer. Professional.
Yes. Anyways. Alright, well. Yeah, the night passes without incident. You're able to get up. And there's a new person in the tavern now. Having flagged you all waited for you outside inside the tavern until you all awoke. He's a tiefling man. A deep red colored skin and purple colored eyes. Solid purple, by the way. You can't see a pupil or an iris or nothing. It's
Neat.
yeah.
It's like staring into some void.
Purple void, yes. Some warm purple void.
Delicious.
I thought purple was a cool color though, so wouldn't it be a cold purple void?
He makes it look warm.
He's very.
Cast warmth on his eyes.
He's a very inviting void.
Yes, a very inviting void. Like sleep.
He's very intoxicating, you could say.
Yes. In any
But-
case.
Isn't the normal void of death inviting enough? So how does it compare?
Death is cold, sleep is warm.
It's like dying in combat versus dying in your sleep. One is peaceful and welcoming. The other one's like
Oh god, there's a sword in my lung.
exactly.
Yeah.
Just
That's
learn to breathe swords, duh.
Just don't be so dependent on air.
5 head. Just don't need air.
Every
5
time
head.
you breathe out, 30 swords fly out of your mouth.
30 small swords the size of like pins.
New spell gain sword breath.
What color of dragon is this?
Can that be metallic?
What kind?
Oh, a steel dragon.
Okay, whatever. Oh yeah, Mr. Mystic Aarakocra over here doesn't need air or water or food.
Wait, have I put that on myself yet?
No.
Alright, when do I get a bonus action to do that?
You can do it now because you're like...
I will do it now then.
Oh yeah, because now he's focused on a certain type of mysticism. He doesn't need to eat, breathe, or sleep.
And if I do light action for 8 hours, that counts as a rest.
Well, I have trance, so I only need 4 hours of sleep.
So does this one. Something special about elves, by the way, Matthias, is instead of sleeping, you can meditate for 4 hours and get the same benefits as a long rest.
So I'm Piccolo.
Yes. Except less green and less dumb.
And you also can't shoot limbs out after they've been cut off.
Okay, but can I
No.
use special beam cannon?
No. Taco
Wait.
Tuesday.
Can he get away with only drinking water?
No. He still needs to eat and drink like everybody
Can I use
else.
Hellzone Grenade?
No.
When do I get to learn Kamehameha?
When you decide to bridge the worlds.
Can he merge with his brethren?
No.
Can I do a fusion
No.
dance with Nick over here and become like an ultimate life form?
How about you and me merge and become like an ultimate bard?
Can we do a 3-way fusion?
Oh
Actually,
my.
can we make it a 4-way fusion with the dragon?
Yes.
Dragon don't have fingers, it can't do it.
It has claws.
But it don't have fingers.
It has claws.
Claws aren't fingers.
We could use those earrings.
Going to kill somebody, I swear to God.
It'll be like a mystical bard with his giant hammer telling stories and playing songs, and it's got giant wings. And
Okay, but here's the thing: that
breathe
hammer,
ice.
that hammer is metaphorical. It's in your mind.
Wasn't the Soviet Union as well? But look how strong it was.
It died.
Yeah, but when it was in its heyday, look how strong it was.
It still wasn't, because most of its citizens were starving.
Just because they're starving doesn't mean they're not productive.
Yes, it does.
Okay, but the existence of Russia is in your mind. The Slavs are just a figment of your imagination.
And just like that, falling rocks appeared out of nowhere.
They fell from the sky, sinking the barge and everybody on it.
Good old wonder damage.
Good
I
old-
wonder where that where that damage came from.
We were suddenly all on 1 HP.
You're all suddenly at 1 HP. No, just kidding. Yes, this tiefling man. He invites you all down. He invites you all to sit and asks if you want breakfast.
If you so don't mind.
I think I'd like that.
I would not have offered if I did not intend to feed you.
I accept your offer. Thank you.
I accept as well.
I shall sit down, but I do not need to eat.
Just gonna like pop your your clothes and stuff like that as you sit down, just like push them down, like. dust
You
yourself
think
off
you're
and
better than us, mate? You
That's enough.
bastard.
It's enough.
Yes, I'm an angel.
That's enough with the yelling, thank you. He's gonna flag the waitress over. 3 breakfast specials for my friends here. The breakfast special, by the way, is poached ocean fish with a
Side of fish
no,
and more fish.
no,
I'm
a
getting a-
side of poultry egg.
I'm getting a picture of like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs here, like before the invention.
Perhaps. No, it's poached. It's some poached fish over easy eggs, gravy, and a biscuit.
Ooh, that actually sounds pretty good.
That does.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you should stop being so high and mighty and just eat.
You're gonna make him cannibalize his own like species?
God would not let me
Wait,
do
what
that.
species are you?
He's a birdman.
You're a bird man.
Yes,
He can
That
get
makes
it sans the egg.
that makes your religious ravings even creepier.
yes, I'm an angel.
Okay, you're not an angel. You're a bird.
I come from the skies.
It's called a bird.
He's just sitting, resting his elbows on the table, resting his chin on his hands, waiting for your bickering to finish.
Hey, I'm staying out of this.
Oh, are we done?
He's
are we
a
done?
bird.
I can see what he is. I have a proposition for you all that does not involve biting each other in the neck. I saw what you did last night, how you handled yourselves. I could use men like you.
Take offense
See.
to that.
You see, we know why what happened last night happened. And my company wants to stop it. You see, it's quite profitable for our factories and storage facilities to not be at the bottom of the ocean. And we want to hire you to fix that problem. Many gold tithings will fill your wallets, your sacks, your chests upon completion of this little job. So, what say you?
I say I.
So long as I get to convert more people, I'm I.
I don't care what you do while you're on the job, just as long as you do the job.
Pillage and rape? No. that was OCC, by the way.
I figured. Very well.
Does that mean we get to kill things along the way?
If the opportunity presents itself.
Can I
yes.
tell many great stories
I
to
don't-
those that we may find along the road?
I don't care what you do while you're on the job, as long as you're doing the job.
But what if we die? What kind of compensation do we get then?
We don't pay the dead.
Don't worry, we have salvation.
That seems like a flaw in your plan. I would tell your boss to fix that. You see, I could think of 30 stories where the dead came back to haunt those who didn't pay them.
I'll pass on each and every one of them to him. Now,
Are you sure about that? One of them is quite interesting. It involves a cow.
he's just gonna start rubbing his temples.
It involves a cow and a dragon.
idea.
Here, I'm just gonna sit here and just be like,
Your foods is brought out about mid story.
mid rant.
About mid rant. And
Mid-story of how a dragon wronged a cow. And then had to repay the cow's dead ghost.
wait, if it's a ghost, it means it's already dead. It can't die twice.
No, he's saying the ghost came back.
The ghost
I
came
know.
back.
But he said dead ghost. A ghost can't die.
But it is dead.
Yes. So just say ghost. You loser.
I'll say
Potatoes.
whatever the hell I want.
Anyways.
Anyhow,
And that's how the ghost of the cow killed the dragon that wronged him. He didn't give him his hay in time before his eventual death came doing a job for this dragon.
I don't take threats very lightly.
That was not a threat, it was just simply a story.
excuse you.
10 out of 10 speech. Next communist leader here.
I like it.
Anyways. I have a ship. We will be sailing down towards another
Alright, that makes me think of a few hundred stories involving ships.
Those stories can be saved for now, my good man. We must help this man.
Aye, but there's always time for more stories.
After
No,
this
there's-
man tells his story of what he wants us to do.
Aye, but is he the master storyteller? I think
No,
not.
but I'm the person paying you.
And he bought your breakfast.
Aye, but I can repay that with stories.
Stories are not legal tender.
But they are good for the soul and the mind.
I have neither.
Aye, so you're saying you're brainless? I think not. You're alive and a being, are ye not? You must have a brain.
By most definitions, yes. Now, once noon rolls around, you're all going to meet me at the dock, and we're going to set sail.
And I'm going to tell ye a story
Oh,
while on the boat.
fucking kill me. He's gonna clap his hands, get up, pay the tab, and he's just going to scurry out. He's done with this shit already.
Scurry.
I haven't told ye about the story about the dragon and the fish.
I don't care. Tell me later. And he exits.
Lots of me stories include dragons. I like dragons very much.
He exits the tavern. He exits the tavern with much haste.
Aye, Birdman, I should create a story about you and your god and
Yeah.
your metaphorical hammer.
Yes, you should. That would be very good.
The hammer is a metaphor. The metaphor is in your mind. The hammer is your mind.
Mind freak.
Spread salvation with
Does
me.
that mean with this hammer you're banging people with your mind?
Yes.
Perhaps. Anything is possible
I
with your
see.
mind.
He's mind fucking people.
Yes.
That
Aye.
might be one of the greatest abilities I've ever heard of.
Anyways.
Aye, have y'all heard the story about the fish that was eaten by an octopus?
It sounds like a pretty mundane story, if you know what I mean.
I mean, true, my friend. It was simply just a fish that was eaten by an octopus. But it happened 30 so odd moons ago.
My. In any case, noon seems to be approaching quickly, and you should finish your business on the
Time-
barge before you leave.
Time to tell this man stories on our voyage. I'm going to tell him about the time the Birdman used the hammer that is his mind to smite the zombies.
I love that story.
I know you do, my friend, and we shall tell it many times.
Tasty, tasty. In any case, you all need to finish up your business on the barge before you leave. Whether that means buying materials.
There's nothing I really need to do at the moment.
I'm
just gonna walk around the tavern and tell people stories, really. I'm just gonna be like, have you heard about the story about the old man that stumbled around in the forest for an age? He was blind, you see, so he couldn't tell where he was going, but every tree acted as an obstacle. Until one day he stumbled out of the forest and stumbled upon a great traveler that was coming through the path at the edge of the forest. And he said, "Aye, old man, what are you doing out here?" And the old man said, "Well, I was looking for me shoe, but I got lost in the forest." And he said, "Aye, maybe I can help you find your shoe. You seem to be a bit blind. Am I correct in saying this?" And the old man said, "Aye, that is true. I cannot see my hand in front of my face," as he waved his hand in front of his left thigh, because he was blind, so he couldn't exactly see where his own face was. And so the traveler went back into the forest, taking the old blind man by the arm. Traveling along the path in the forest now, the blind man was no longer tripping over the trees, he was just simply tripping over the bricks in the path. And as the traveler helped him, he said, "Old man, how long have you been in this forest?" And the old man replied, "I, for a few ages of mortal men." And he said, "Aye, so ye are immortal." And he said, "No, I am simply a ghost." And that was when he killed the traveler and ate his soul. And then the old man ghost found his shoe and returned it to his bare foot and went and stumbled around the forest for another age. The moral of the story is don't help old blind men find their shoes in forests, or they'll eat your soul.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Would you all like another story?
No, we're good. Thank you.
So, while he's telling us stories, I'm just walking around the tavern trying to convert people to my religion.
Oh boy.
And then I quietly say, "Aye, Birdman, pipe down, you're interrupting my story about the old man and the traveler."
And who could not...
It is very intriguing when they finally find the old man's shoe after the traveler's soul has been eaten.
After the 30-odd stories of told by our fellow bard here in finishing her breakfast, Kira was going to head down towards a more quiet part of the barge and get Luna's ship ready.
Get it ready for the ship or get a ship ready for Lunas?
Get Luna's ready for the ship.
Okay.
Would you all care to hear part story about the ghost old man that was stumbling around in the forest? He lost his shoe again, in case you were wondering.
Oh, no.
He also lost the other shoe in time. But he found that one again pretty easily, because it turns out it had been attached to his foot the whole time. He just couldn't see that it was there.
In any case.
Because he was blind.
Oh, was he blind?
He was a blind ghost.
Oh, I bet he was. In any case, noontime rolls around.
Kira's kind of, or Lunas is kind of around the corner going towards down the dock. Lunas mounted.
I, my friend who likes dragons, fellow Bart, have you heard the story about the time the dragon found the old man who lost his shoe?
Yes.
I was hoping to tell that one again. Have you heard it, my fellow traveler?
Yes, they've taught it to me in the temple. The stories of the old man, oh, they were so amazing.
Oh, then they've stolen my job. Is that why you didn't stop and listen to the first story about him and you went and tried to convert people to your god?
Yes, of course.
They
I
don't
see.
do it as well as you do. They have to read it off the manuscripts.
Ah, see, but I have it all memorized.
Yes, you do. Yes, you
Let's save them for those long ship rides we have ahead of us.
Oh, we're going to hear every of the 150-part saga about the blind old man ghost who lost his shoe.
I look forward to it.
150-part saga. growing every day that I'm left alone to my own devices.
Come here, you cry on my shoulder. It's okay, buddy.
happened to my campaign?
I've also got many stories about dragons and great knights, but, well, those are quite interesting and quite bloody and brutal. I prefer the stories about the old man ghost who lost his shoe.
I'm joking.
Well, when will our good man be arriving?
He's gonna poke his head up from the medium-sized ship. It's just, I've been here, waiting for you.
Oh, hello there. Shall we depart now?
If everyone's ready.
I'm ready.
I can tell you many stories along the way.
That won't be necessary.
But you're going to hear all 150 parts about the saga of the old blind ghost who lost his shoe.
I don't believe I will. He retreats to the captain's quarters as the navigator and pilot of
I'm
the
going to go in there and knock on the door and say,
ship. Occupied.
it's story time.
Kira's gonna like pat Lunas's back and say, "You ready?" And the dragon's almost gonna look like it's nodding, like, and then it's gonna walk up onto the boat.
He's gonna walk it. There's just one of the crewmates. Just animals go below deck.
Fellow bard, can I ask, does your dragon appreciate the art of storytelling?
To a degree.
I have many stories dragons would like. About dragons.
Made by dragons, for dragons.
Made by dragons for dragons, translated out of the dragon tongue by yours truly.
Made for women by dragons.
Dragon Bot. No, that's what I call Dragon Tales.
Dragon tales, dragon tales.
Yes, basically.
So continuing on with part 3 of the saga of the old man ghost who lost his shoe.
And as the elf tells his story of the old man saga who lost his shoe, the ship casts off, and you see the scrap barge being left behind.
you see, so he thought he had lost his second shoe and had found it. That it was the whole time attached to his foot. He just couldn't see it. He just reached down and happened to touch his foot and feel that the shoe was still attached there. And that's what happened in part 2. Y'all remember that, right, mates?
I remember the first 100 parts. That's where they stopped in the manuscripts.
Then do I need to continue on at part 101?
Not at the moment.
I think I'm going to anyways, my friend. Part 101 of the story of the old blind ghost who lost his shoe is quite an exciting one. You see, he had found his other shoe and had managed to keep it for several parts now.
Okay.
So he was now wandering
As
around
such.
in the forest, bouncing off of trees, now with both shoes, so his feet weren't getting quite as bruised and banged up anymore.
So as such, as the story is being told, the crew raises the alarm. Pirates off the starboard bow. Combat stations.
You see, I've got a few dozen stories about pirates if you'd like to hear them as we fight.
They wish to interfere with our holy mission? Be gone with them.
Let's kill them all, and I'll add this to my catalog of thousands of stories.
Okay, as such, where's that mouse?
Are we about to have another Picasso painting?
Yes.
For some reason, I'm now stuck talking in this voice. I don't know quite how to quit.
Hey, Bardman, how about you recite your stories about pirates to the pirates as you fight them?
Why don't we, instead of fighting them, we'll just tell them stories. We'll have them pull alongside, and I'll sit on the side of the ship and tell them stories until they leave. You see, I'll resolve this conflict with the art of storytelling.
Okay.
Ye dirty sea dogs, would you like to hear some stories about the pirates? Maybe you could relate to them.
No,
and find
fuck
a
you.
Well, alright then, you bastard.
No, and fuck you and your stories.
My stories are master crafted and told and brought through many generations.
I didn't realize that mastercrafted meant shit.
Quite vulgar pirates, aren't they?
You're going to get it up your bum.
That's what I told to their mom last night.
I see this rapier going right up your bum.
I said something similar.
Going to come straight out your mouth.
I said something similar to your ma, and then I did it.
I don't care about me own mother.
Man, now I'm glad she died from that so she doesn't have to deal with a shit child like you.
To be honest, she abandoned me before I was even born. She didn't even show up to my birth. True story.
Oh my god.
Alright. Someone's rolling a dexterity save. Matthias, roll dexterity save.
That's why I'm quiet. I turned
that
my
a-
game down.
That's D20, add your dex mod.
+2.
17.
19.
Oh boy.
That's a
You-
17.
You're able to dodge a harpoon that was thrown at you.
I'm going to raise a middle finger to him and say, "Aye, you missed."
It's just a warning shot, you wee cunt. Next one will go right between the eyes.
I'd like to see you try.
And as such, more harpoons stick into the side of the ship with ropes attached to these ones as they start pulling.
Why
your
don't
ship
you quit
closer.
putting holes in my ship, you bloody pirates? This isn't even my ship, but hey, quit putting holes in it. There've been many a story of beautiful ships, and I don't like seeing this masterpiece ruined with your bloody harpoons.
As the sides of the ship collide against each other.
I'd just like to point out, those are some very,
Thank you.
very
Lovely ships. I know.
geometrically shaped ships. Those are very oddly triangular, but yet, at the same time, none of the lines are just quite straight. I think it really captures the spirit of Picasso.
I'm about to capture the spirit of your ma.
Aye, she's already dead. You can try.
There you go. Them 4 dots are pirates. Those 3 dots are you guys.
Okay.
Can I ask, like, what species are these pirates, just out of question?
One of them is a birdman like this one. The other 3 are human. One of the humans is the one that's been heckling you the whole time.
I don't want to kill him. I think we should tie him up, bring him below deck, and force him to listen to stories. Would you both agree to that, tying him up, killing his comrades?
I would almost call that cruel punishment right there.
I
I'd
would
rather-
agree to doing it.
I would rather die.
It looks like you're going to get tied up. We might have to take your legs off.
Have you ever read the fable of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Well, he's the Volgons. You better be ready.
Have ye ever heard the story about the hobbit that took the ring to Mordor? It's quite a lengthy story.
Oh, I bet it is, but now it is time for a roll initiative.
They're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
What's your initiative?
11 and 14.
So, what was it? Roll d20 and what's the modifier?
Your dexterity.
Dexterity, so 11 plus 5, that's 16. Finally, the rolls aren't cursed.
I like these dice.
I
They
got-
have a nice amount of weight to them when you roll.
What's yours?
5 plus 3, so 8.
They're thick.
All right.
Thick.
Matthias.
Aye!
One of them pirates that was heckling you is now going to attack with a bow. That misses.
You bloody bastard couldn't hit the side of a barn with that.
The birdman pirate's is gonna take flight off the deck and fly above the your ship. He's also going to attack.
Aye, why don't you come down here and fight like a man?
He's gonna attack you with a harpoon. It hits. This harpoon has a rope attached to it. He gonna lift you up. Make a strength saving throw to see if you can rip this harpoon out of your chest.
Oof.
1.
Not only are you now attached to this harpoon, you are now suspended in the air.
But aren't I just gonna fall off the harpoon?
No, it's got hooks. It's got the proper hooks.
It's barbed.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. Oh well. there's that. The other two pirates are gonna stay their actions for the turn. It's Nick's turn now. No, it's actually it's Matthias's turn.
Can I throw the dagger that I have?
Yes,
Would that be a dexterity roll?
it would just be an attack roll with your. It would be a thrown attack roll.
Are you proficient with it?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, then you can
proficient
make
with all
it
simple
finesse, and then you
weapons.
can add your dexterity modifier.
Can I do that?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Ten plus 5, 15.
All right. The dagger sticks itself into the thigh of the birdman pirate, and you feel yourself. You feel a jerk as he drops you a little, but is able to catch you. And he's still pulling you over to his side of the ship, to his ship. And otherwise, that's your turn. The dragon.
Dragon's turn?
Yes.
The dragon is going to unfold its wings, release a roar, and take off into the air.
Oh yes. Is he going to do that?
He's going to do that.
Where is the thing? There's the thing. Okay.
The dragon will then proceed to fly towards the birdman carrying the other bard person and bite it out of the air.
Roll.
That is a 17 base. Let's. That's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. All right, now let's see. Does the rope snap? Yes. The rope snaps and flings the bard into the ocean.
Me?
Yes, you. The one attached to the harpoon.
I see.
This is a D10, right?
Yes.
That's 7 plus 8. So 7 base plus 8 cold.
15. Ouch.
Oh, hold on. No, 7. That's 11 plus 8.
19.
Yes.
He's not dead, but he looks hurting. This one's in the ocean, though.
Well, it's also still in the dragon's maw right now.
But the rope snapped.
I know. I didn't bite the rope. I bit the
sudden
person holding the
motion
rope.
Snapped.
I know. I don't. I'm talking about the bird person's
I
in
know
the
the
dragon's
bird-
maw.
I know what the bird person. I know where the bird person is.
Okay.
I'm simply reminding you. He's in the ocean,
Okay.
where the harpoon is just now bleeding. Might attract sharks. Who knows?
Does that make you think of a story?
It makes me think of the time that a man
I just imagine this whole
He-
battle's going on. He's just down there talking.
he got
like
his
this.
leg cut off during a battle with pirates, and you see, because he was now one-legged and trying, quite frankly, for some stupid reason, to kick the pirates in the rear end, fell off the side of the ship when he lifted up his one remaining leg and fell into the water. And you see, because he was bleeding profusely from his severed leg, it was attracting sharks, and it was at that point that he got eaten and died. The end.
Amazing.
Oh, that's why it sounded shit. I took all your bass out.
Thank you for that.
As such, after the dragon's turn is now Colton's turn.
Okay.
Don't screw this up.
I'm gonna run to the edge of the ship where he's in the water and ask, "Hey, you okay?"
Yes, I am. This reminds me of the time that a man was trapped in the water with an harpoon sticking out of his gut, and you see, he made it out quite alive.
I'm gonna throw you a bardic inspiration and a healing word. 1d4 plus 6 or
How
plus
much-
3.
How much damage did I take from the harpoon, by the way? You never told me. I just realized that.
1.
1 damage?
1, but you were still speared.
Well, then I don't throw you the healing word, my bad. But I do throw you a bardic inspiration, okay?
Okay.
And then I'm gonna turn around, and with my longbow, I'm gonna shoot one of the guys just standing on the deck. No, I'm gonna shoot the bird. No, I'll shoot one of the guys on the deck.
Do it.
1d20 plus my dexterity. So 16 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Then we said it's a d10, correct?
Mhm.
That's a 2 damage.
I thought we said it was a D8. Your longbow?
Yeah.
I thought it was a D8.
Just 1d8.
Well, you still rolled 2. You rolled 2 twice in a row. Lovely. So
Well,
he's
that solves that.
Yep, he's gonna take his 2 damage. He's not happy about it. Now has an arrow in his shoulder.
Oh,
Why couldn't it be to the knee?
exactly. Because then he can no longer.
I was a pirate, and then I took an arrow to the knee.
I also took a spear to the chest, you wee tosser.
Aye, but you took an arrow to your freaking shoulder.
That wasn't me, you shithead.
Well, I'm kinda down in the water, so I can't see, you daft moron.
Ah, yes, but I am not in the water, you soggy bastard.
Well, this reminds me of a
Fuck
story.
you. Fuck you. Colton.
Oh, I end my
Nate-
turn.
No, Nate. Whatever your name is. Jonesy. Don't care.
All right. If
No.
I used move, would I be able to get him out of the water telekinetically? It's 5 feet per side point.
What's your psi limit?
It's currently 5.
Yes.
All right, then I head to the edge of the deck, and I will try to use move to lift Matt out of the water.
My name is not Matt.
Matthias, I forgot
Yes.
your character's name.
Thardwheel.
Stard,
Thardwheel.
Thardwheel.
Stardwheel.
It
Yes.
kind of sounds like a
Thardwheel.
Pokemon name.
Yep.
Then I will lift Stardwheel out of the water.
Alright. He slowly starts floating up.
Aye, thank you, mate. This reminds me of the time
I knew it.
that a man was saved by a birdman. It's very similar to this one,
Alright,
to
now
be
here's
fully
the
honest.
question. Now here's the question. Are you gonna drop him on his stomach or his back?
I will drop him on his back.
Okay.
How many feet has he moved?
He has moved 10 up the side of the deck and 3 to get onto the, You're gonna need to use the 5 because, you know.
So 3 side points were used.
Yep.
Basically.
And after that, I will end my turn.
Okay.
Aye, this reminds me of the time that a birdman saved the men while fighting pirates, and you see it was very similar to this situation. Only the man that was in this story wasn't simply speared in the chest by a harpoon. He was
The
full on.
storyteller is getting an attack.
He was full on stabbed by a sword. And it caused him to fall in the water, but the birdman flew down and lifted him out of the water. The man that was stabbed with the sword shortly died.
You see, from over the side of the ship, you see a flaming bottle of viscous black liquid flying towards you. And it lands directly on you. You take 7 damage and you're now... But you're not on fire because you're wet.
So fire...
Winning!
Confirmed fire is not wet.
No.
Would he be dry now, though?
Yes. You are now dry, though. You also still have a harpoon in your chest.
I see.
Yes.
Not slowing me down.
There's gonna be...
We'll take care of that later.
Taking it in
'cause
strides.
We'll take care of that later because it reminds me of the time that another man got speared by a harpoon, but it was
So-
far worse than my wound.
One of the pirates is gonna hop over to the side of the ship. He's gonna hop over. And he's gonna attack you with his scimitar. Where did that go?
Somewhere over there by Matthias.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Matthias, this foot over here, behind the leg of the chair.
I'll
There you
take
are.
that back. He misses. Anyways,
Aye, and that's what you get, you bloody bastard. It reminds me of the time...
it's now Matthias's turn.
Can I make a roll just to simply talk the pirates to death?
What you need is, what is it called?
Vicious mockery?
Vicious
He
Mockery.
has it.
Use Vicious Mockery. I can get you the card if you need it.
Vicious mock... Yes, that would be helpful.
What level is it?
Vicious mockery.
Yeah, what level?
level. It was a cantrip.
Oh, cantrip. That's right.
I'm going to use the power of stories to kill these pirates. I'm going to attack them right where it hurts in the mind.
Right in their brains.
Right in the brains.
So tell me, what does it do?
You unleash a string of insults laced with subtle enchantments at a creature you can see within range. If the target can hear you, though it need not understand you, that's crucial to my story. It must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d4 psychic damage and have disadvantage on the next attack.
It does not pass.
So it takes 1d4.
Yep.
Roll that. 3.
So it takes 3 psychic damage. Yes.
Words hurt, man.
Oh. Oh no, closes at 9:30.
Oh, what time is it now?
8:55. We're gonna be cutting it close.
I don't think we'll make that time.
Where'd we go? Anyway, we'll discuss that later.
Yes.
We can go to
We will discuss it later.
McDonald's.
Ew. Disgusting. Anyways.
And we can wake up tomorrow and throw up.
Anyways. It is
Isn't that always a fun experience?
now
eating
the
it?
dragon's turn.
That reminds me of the story that one time a dragon was attacked by pirates.
Lunas is gonna drop the Birdman.
Where?
Just drop him.
Okay.
Preferably on one of the decks as he's swooping down, because what's gonna happen is Lunas is gonna breath attack the opposing ship deck.
Okay. Well, Lunas throws it onto the deck of your ship. Where did the cursor go? Oh, it's here. Okay.
And then they all need to beat. The other two need to beat a 15 DC Constitution saving throw.
DC 15.
Correct.
The other two. You're kidding.
They both fail.
2 nat 1s.
Oh.
In a row.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, Google. Roll 12d8.
The total is 64.
They both take 64 damage.
2d8.
12d8.
12d8. They're literally frozen ice statues and swabs.
How is that legal?
Now,
dragon.
this is why it's legal. It's recharged.
Are you serious?
I have to roll a d6 for it to recharge or a long rest. I can't use it until I either roll a 6 or we take a long rest. So that's how it's legal. Normally it's either a 5 or a 6, but we balanced it by making it a 6 only.
Just a 6.
This still doesn't seem very balanced.
Well-
I got very lucky just now.
Yeah. That was a 1 in 6 chance.
It reminds me of the time that a dragon was in a very precarious predicament, and it managed to break out by the skin of its teeth.
All right.
That's the end of Lunas's turn.
It is now your turn.
I'm gonna look over at the. Did I freeze the heckler?
Yes.
Damn it!
He killed the heckler.
I wanted to tell him who's left alive of the pirates' crew.
The one Birdman who got dropped.
The
did he take
Birdman and the
damage?
one that attacked you. Yes, he did.
Okay.
Can we capture the Birdman so I can tell him stories for the entire trip, and then we kill him and throw his dead body into the water?
So long as we convert him first.
I'm gonna.
We will convert him through most violent means.
I'm going to.
They'll accept our peaceful ways by force.
I'm going up to him with my long sword. I'm gonna strike him down, going for a non-lethal kill if it does come to that.
Okay.
That is a 15.
That hits.
Okay.
15 hits.
And then what's longsword again?
1d6, 1d8 if it's versatile.
It's versatile. So,
So you're doing 1d8.
correct. So 1 damage.
You kind of bap him on the head with the flat end. Like you discipline a child.
It's just kind of
Do
like
you concede?
it's like when your dog pees on the floor and you kind of bop him on the
Yeah.
head with a newspaper.
Yep, that's exactly how it be.
More just like a cut across the cheek.
Actually, you pulled a newspaper out of nowhere and just kind of was like, bad bird.
Bad bird boy, no.
I'm gonna say, do you concede? Whack.
No. No.
Kind of look over at the two. Kind of look at the two frozen. Like, were they cowering in fear, or did they not even see it coming?
They didn't even see it coming, so they're still in battle stance.
Kind of point over. Are you sure?
Oh boy. Anyways,
Rolls to intimidate.
in any case, that's your turn. It's now
Yeah,
Nick's
that's my
turn.
All right.
Why don't you smite them with that hammer that is your mind? Like, call down some kind of glorious lightning strike from the heavens.
I know our story friend would like if you made him surrender. Just intimidate him to death.
Let's see what I can do.
You can do something.
We're going to chain them to the floor of the ship. We're gonna.
I
have
rolled
their-
to seduce.
Yo, actually,
I am a female.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Ah, I see.
Got that sex appeal.
I think I'm going to use my forceful query to ask him if he has any extra gold or anything on his ship. It has to be a yes or no, and
Does he have to succeed on a save?
wisdom save.
Okay. What's your wisdom DC again? Oh, it's like, isn't like 8 plus your wisdom plus...
For what?
Proficiency modifier.
Yeah, your proficiency modifier plus your intelligence mod plus 8. So what's that? Int plus proficiency plus 8.
So, int plus, so 3 plus 3 is
So
int plus
14.
proficiency.
So 14 then, alright. He does not pass.
Huh?
Alright, so yes.
They have extra stuff on the ship?
Yes.
Female high bard riding the white dragon.
We must loot their ship. They have extra goods.
Does your god command it?
Yes, he does.
You see, this reminds me of the time that a man who followed a very violent god was sent to rape and pillage a village that had much riches and gold hidden beneath the homes of the people in it. Now, you see, the people in the village didn't actually know that the gold was there.
Rape and pillage of the village that was full of riches and bitches.
Yes, that is a fine way of wording it.
In any case, the one pirate that attacked you is just like, you know what? There's a dragon there. I think I'm just gonna surrender. Tosses down his scimitar and gets down on his knees.
Aye, it's time to tell you about the story of the pirate crew that surrendered to the angry crew of midget dwarves. You see, they weren't as short as normal dwarves. They were even shorter. They were dwarves among dwarves.
He's gonna look at the bard of the dragon. Can you make that thing, please?
Nay. They don't like you.
God damn it.
And you see, these dwarves, they were very short. They were even shorter than, say... my mind fails me as to what's an even shorter species than dwarves, but that
Halfling.
doesn't... A halfling. Yes, they were even shorter than halflings, you see. But they were quite nasty, and they had a ship. And you see, a crew of pirates decided to attack them one day. Now, what these pirates didn't anticipate was that these nasty little dwarven dwarfs had flamethrowers. You see, they had magically enchanted pistols that shot flame that they forged from their own magic.
Uh-oh.
And you see,
What happened?
they were shooting balls of great fire at the pirates, and the pirates simply gave up. And these dwarves jumped across the great gap between their ships because, as you see, being only a foot or so tall, they can leap great distances with their powerful legs. They had very great calf muscles, you see, that allowed them to jump very high, nigh 50 feet,
Alex,
at the minimum.
can I force one of the pirates to pay attention to me to save him from the story?
Yes, you can.
And
As such,
you
he
see
does.
these dwarves jumped across and held
Good.
the flamethrower pistols up to the pirates' faces, and you see the pirates simply gave up, and they were shot by the flamethrower pistols of the dwarven dwarves, and they died. They burned to death, and these dwarves continued on their way, just blowing ships to pieces with their magic and their enchanted ship. If you would like me to, I can go on about more of the conquest of these very, very small crusaders.
No, we're fine, thank you. Baga.
I've forced one of the Duke pirates to pay attention to me, and I'm telling him about God.
Now, I have about 500 or so stories about God that could help convert him if you'd like.
Perhaps, but right now, everything else is invisible to him, I'm afraid. I'm the only thing in his line of sight. The only thing he knows.
Could you, give my words to him, as it were? I tell you the story, and you tell him the story in turn.
I shall do it telepathically.
Okay, so you see, there was one man that followed God a long time ago. Are you following, my friend?
I believe so.
You see, he followed God, and he lived many ages ago, so there was a time when there was not much magic known to this man. He was a very simple man who went about his daily life. And he didn't really do much other than pray and worship and cry out to his God. And he lived a happy life. Until it was that he found a woman. And you see, the woman drew his attention away from his God. And his God became quite angry that this woman had drawn his attention away from him. And it was at this time that the God decided to smite him with a round of the plague. And so disgusted by the man who was now infested with the plague, the woman left him. And it was at this point that the man cried out to his God and said, I have made a terrible mistake, my God.
This is technically a glass.
And he said, the God replied and said, will you repent and turn back to
Obsidian.
my ways? And he said, yes, the woman is gone. I will move into the high mountains and eat nothing but eggs from the eagles that live there. And he did this, and his God was happy with him and removed the plague. But an unfortunate side effect was that he grew 3 more arms.
How is that an unfortunate side effect?
Well, you see, these arms were hideous. They were absolutely hideous. They looked like the arms of a tiny, deformed goblin baby. And it was quite disgusting. He had the one coming out under each of his original arms, but he had a third coming out of the tailbone of his back, which was hard to explain to those that would stumble upon him in the mountain. But he said, oh, I ate a goblin one time, and his arms simply just came out of my fire and got stuck there to see was digested. And that was when travelers stopped using that route. Because they didn't want to deal with the disgusting 5-armed man with 3 goblin arms and 2 arms of a man. It was quite an unfortunate story, but you see, the thing is that you must follow a god or you're going to get struck down with the plague.
And as such, the pirate is convinced he wants to convert.
Very good. This is what I've been working my entire life for.
I'd just like to take this moment to ask the chat a question, that is, how are my stories? Do you enjoy them?
Let's see if anyone's still around
We
to.
have 1 viewer.
It's probably us.
No? I'm not watching the stream.
Is it that man who cursed the rolls?
Is it Banjo?
Maybe.
Ooh.
I don't know. Maybe people are lurking. How could you just call out a lurker like that? And like, maybe they're lurking for a
Yeah,
reason?
Matthias. Maybe they don't like you.
Well, then maybe they should stop lurking and I'll like them a bit more.
Neat.
I don't grow tired, but even that story has made me need
weary.
rest.
It's made me weary.
It's
I
made
have
me
a
weary.
very good story with magical properties that can actually restore your energy if you'd like to hear it. It's quite a short one, actually.
So this tiefling captain is coming out of his quarters. Like, no more stories. We set sail. Is there anything you need to do before we?
I need to tell you a story.
No, you don't.
Kira's gonna go over and start
Looting that
raiding,
ship.
looting the village, the other boat.
All right, so you go on the boat. You venture to the other deck. You find 2 pigs. Nice, fat pigs.
Ooh.
They
Bacon.
look fat pigs, nice and good. Yes. You also find 2 small trunks worth of treasure.
Can we kill the pigs and make bacon for the dragon?
Pork sickles.
Can I cook bacon and give them to the dragon to see if your dragon is gonna like me? A little bit, maybe,
Would
if
you
I
like
feed
to
it?
try?
Sure.
Go. All right, roll your d20.
Roll. Okay.
Don't
cook-
add anything. Just roll it.
15.
Yep. Well, does the dragon like this above average bacon?
The dragon is pleased for now.
For now.
I'm going to say, aye, you are a very good dragon.
The dragon is just gonna stare at you, and then eat some bacon.
As such.
I'm going to say, as you enjoy that meal of bacon, would you like to hear a story that might suit the fancy of a dragon such as yourself?
It's gonna stare deep into your soul. You can see seething anger within its eyes.
I can see that you would not care for a story at the moment, so I'm going to leave you to the delicious bacon that I have prepared for you.
As such.
And please enjoy all of it, every last bit of it.
As such, after having transferred the loot, tossing the body of the one injured one and the one converted one, just I don't know what you're gonna do with him.
We're gonna eat him, of course.
Oh.
You're going to cannibalize the Birdman?
No, the Birdman's the one that got tossed off the edge of the ship. The
Oh, okay,
human-
so the guys that's left is human.
Yes.
Well, could we tell him more stories about men that followed God and follied and had to come back?
Sure, but eventually you people will need him as rations, seeing as you've killed the pig.
There's 2 pigs. There's one more.
Very well,
Aye.
then. You can keep him alive.
But can we cut his legs off and eat those just?
I swear that's not necessary.
I have an idea we can use for him. We can turn him into chum and fish.
Can we cut his arms off and feed them to the dragon?
We could, hypothetically.
We might do that a little bit later.
As such.
Reminds me of the time that...
Okay. So, the tiefling captain is going to dislodge his ship from the edge of this other ship. Sink it. Like, set it alight. Set what's left of it alight. get going
As
so
I
it'll
watch the
sink.
ship sink, it reminds Thranduil of the time that a ship sunk because it caught fire for no apparent reason. And that was the end of that story.
Amazing. And as such, that's all she wrote, folks. That's all I have prepared for right now.
I mean, if we wanted this live stream to last a little bit longer, I could tell a few more stories.
I think we're good for now, but we'll save it for next time.
I am going to actively write down stories that I can tell for next time, and I am going to bring them in and tell them on stream
Okay, go ahead.
with such vigor and righteous emotion that the viewers will be struck with a sense of pure awe.
You need a Thardville storytelling stream that you can just do, like, every other, like, Saturday or something.
That's a genius. Every week, the Saturday after this, we'll have the viewers turn in to my Twitch where I simply tell them stories in character as Thardwheel.
You can make a podcast about it.
Just do a podcast. Thardfield Story Hour.
I'll be back here tomorrow for that.
I have the gear. I literally have professional recording gear.
I will be back here tomorrow. What time works for you?
I have tomorrow off.
So, 4
In the afternoon?
in the afternoon.
That works if you
No,
want to come
I
over.
meant in the morning, you dolt.
You never know.
That's good enough.
I'm going to get up and drag my rear end out of my comfortable bed at 4 a.m. to come here and tell stories. I need my pencils back, please. I use those
Here
for
you go.
college.
I use
Thank you.
those for learning.
Okay,
I use
guys.
those for learning and furthering my education as an English professor. Now you can see where I get off on being a storyteller. Because I'm eventually going to be an English professor who majors in creative writing.
Oh, it gets off.
Nice.
I like writing things and telling stories.
Nice. Well,
Perfect fit for D&D.
I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Any idea when the next one will be?
Probably another Friday.
Another Friday? Okay, well, just hit me up. I'll be sure to let you guys know.
Hopefully next Friday, because I actually want to get back to this and start telling some amazing stories again.
Okay.
If not next Friday, the Friday afterwards.
Yep, that works for me.
Because I get every other weekend off.
All right.
Can you stop that? It's making a lot of noise and the stream is still on.
Yeah, that's fine.
By the way, I have a question as to a potential guest. I have a friend that wants to get into D&D, and he's asked if he could sit in on one of these sessions and just observe.
Yeah? Or if he wants to listen to the VOD and join the streams, he can.
Hey, I'll tell him about it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I will send him the link to your Twitch channel.
Yeah. So I'll also make sure to move it over to YouTube so that way it's
Also accessible.
archived.
All right.
Well, that's the end of this stream, guys. I hope you enjoyed the diatribes of Thornweed,
Thranduil.
Thranduil, and the amazing DMing of our local DM, Tomato Whale.
He is a legend among DMs. He's the DM of DMs.
Well, we will catch you guys in the next one.
See, on the
We,
flip
we
side,
forgot to
Skater Boys,
mention our friend over here.
I don't know if he does anything online. Do you?
Yeah, I go by Fly Online.
Nice. Do you have a Twitch, YouTube?
I don't really use my Twitch or my YouTube. I'm mostly just on Discord.
Okay. Awesome.